Must be a civil engineer often. Must be a civil engineer often. You will be better. You will be better. We studied for the exam together. We studied for the exam together. Can I go to the virtual desktop button? Can I go to the virtual desktop button? Can they always do chemistry? Can they always do chemistry? Was he rarely a contractor? Was he rarely a contractor? There's not much chance of that. There's not much chance of that. Can you not listen in the dark? Can you not listen in the dark? He will retire in 5 years. He will retire in 5 years. What is the difference between the two soups? What is the difference between the two soups? Have you been making beer before? Have you been making beer before? Is there an oven in the store? Is there an oven in the store? You look tired. You look tired. He couldn't be a fisherman at noon. He couldn't be a fisherman at noon. I don't understand, he said. I don't understand, he said. I am so immersed in this world. I am so immersed in this world. To keep the peace. To keep the peace. The rain stopped in the evening. The rain stopped in the evening. You never forget important dates. You never forget important dates. Your loved one is recovering well. Your loved one is recovering well. My backpack is heavier than yours. My backpack is heavier than yours. Should not eat. Should not eat. A part or parcel of something. A part or parcel of something. Couldn't it be possible if he didn't mention it often? Couldn't it be possible if he didn't mention it often? You shouldn't make fun of others. You shouldn't make fun of others. Can't he control it? Can't he control it? He wants to start a new hobby. He wants to start a new hobby. I used to live in New York. I used to live in New York. It never connects. It never connects. Understanding different cultures can be eye-opening. Understanding different cultures can be eye-opening. Can I go to the search button? Can I go to the search button? I like to eat pizza. I like to eat pizza. His grandchildren are sailors. His grandchildren are sailors. You will be traveling for 2 weeks. You will be traveling for 2 weeks. Due to unforeseen circumstances. Due to unforeseen circumstances. The chemistry between the actors is palpable. The chemistry between the actors is palpable. I'm watching a movie tonight. I'm watching a movie tonight. Did you come back immediately? Did you come back immediately? Kicks every day. Kicks every day. This is a cozy blanket. This is a cozy blanket. Wasn't he in shape every day? Wasn't he in shape every day? Won't I get cold at night? Won't I get cold at night? He often goes running in the park. He often goes running in the park. Can't work often? Can't work often? It may not go away after a year. It may not go away after a year. I have to make a diorama on Wednesday. I have to make a diorama on Wednesday. Our father was an alchemist. Our father was an alchemist. I was a little sick last night. I was a little sick last night. I'm going to the match. I'm going to the match. We wouldn't send it. We wouldn't send it. It's nice to receive a gift. It's nice to receive a gift. He won't be in shape. He won't be in shape. I see your sister. I see your sister. He reads newspaper every day. He reads newspaper every day. Eric is extremely good at chess. Eric is extremely good at chess. Is your stepbrother the governor? Is your stepbrother the governor? Number of topics. Number of topics. Can't usually eat? Can't usually eat? Can't I generally be important? Can't I generally be important? Could they judge? Could they judge? Shouldn't I always be an orthopedist? Shouldn't I always be an orthopedist? This cake is very delicious. This cake is very delicious. You shouldn't take it. You shouldn't take it. I ate Chinese food yesterday. I ate Chinese food yesterday. Shouldn't be directing every week. Shouldn't be directing every week. We may not be able to include it every week. We may not be able to include it every week. I noticed some things. I noticed some things. Didn't he prefer it sometimes? Didn't he prefer it sometimes? Would they listen at sunrise? Would they listen at sunrise? Collect the pieces. Collect the pieces. Should we take it? Should we take it? Aren't you usually a dermatologist? Aren't you usually a dermatologist? I shouldn't remember. I shouldn't remember. I'm going to college. I'm going to college. Do you have any sugar? Do you have any sugar? Wake me up at 7 tomorrow. Wake me up at 7 tomorrow. Your husband is an alchemist. Your husband is an alchemist. Her hair is longer than mine. Her hair is longer than mine. Job offer accepted. Job offer accepted. How much does a room cost per night? How much does a room cost per night? Was your daughter an announcer? Was your daughter an announcer? Should you analyze? Should you analyze? We played football in the park. We played football in the park. What is your favorite drink? What is your favorite drink? My grandchildren are weathermen. My grandchildren are weathermen. It may not be binding in the twilight. It may not be binding in the twilight. Will you never lie? Will you never lie? Your condition is stable and improving. Your condition is stable and improving. I have a lot of insight. I have a lot of insight. Are your cousins psychiatrists? Are your cousins psychiatrists? He is reading a book in bed. He is reading a book in bed. Lasagna is delicious. Lasagna is delicious. I have a lot of respect. I have a lot of respect. Sometimes it wasn't hate. Sometimes it wasn't hate. He desires a better life. He desires a better life. He didn't hate the cloud before. He didn't hate the cloud before. I'm folding laundry. I'm folding laundry. Was his uncle a greengrocer? Was his uncle a greengrocer? I'm sure they will win the match. I'm sure they will win the match. He was going to decide last year. He was going to decide last year.